Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie. So today's video is going to be another get ready with me with makeup in my rotation, which is basically like the most recent makeup products that I brought. So it's the same as the ones I had in my last rotation get ready with me, which was the 0 to 100 one, except I have the addition of the XX Revolution products from my testing XX Revolution video and my l.o.v products from my testing l.o.v products video. But I've also got the same makeup in my rotation from June. Basically, we're just going to do a makeup look today with all of those products. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do eyeshadow first as always. So I now have 5 concealers. I had 3 before. Those 3 were the Rimmel Lasting Matte, the Fiera Full Coverage Concealer, and the You Can Be Weightless Concealer. Now I have the addition of the l.o.v Camouflage Concealer and the XX Revolution Concealer. I think I'm going to use the l.o.v one to make a base for some eyeshadow. So this is literally called the Camouflage Concealer Cream and it's in the shade Alabaster. You can get l.o.v products on Just My Look if you're in the UK. So I'm just going to pop this on as an eyeshadow base. Okay, so for setting powder, last month we had the I Heart Revolution Baking Powder, the Fiera No Filter Loose Setting Powder, as well as the Fiera Sheer Matte Fixing Compact Powder, and the Kiko Touch and Sunshine Perfecting Powder. We've also gained this month the l.o.v Perfectitude Shine Control Loose Powder and the XX Revolution, I think it's just called like Translucent Loose Powder. I think I'm going to use the l.o.v one to set that down. I'm probably going to use the little thing that's actually attached to the lid. Because I mean, it's just my eyelids, doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to set that concealer down. Okay, so for eyeshadow, last month we had the L'Oreal I Go Wild eyeshadow palette and the You Can Be Back to School eyeshadow palette. We've now also gained the XX Revolution Expectation palette, which has velvet packaging. Kind of a neutral palette, it looks like this. And then also this really big one from l.o.v, which is the Dare to Dare eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. I am actually going to use the same one that I used in the last rotation Get Ready With Me. This is the You Can Be Back to School palette. It looks like this. I'm mainly using this just because I want to try out these 2 pigments from XX Revolution. I think they're literally just called like pigments. I don't know the name, but I'll put links to everything below. So I've got the shade Switch and the shade Rush, and they're both kind of like greeny shades. So the reason I want to use the You Can Be palette, because this is the only palette out of all of them that actually has some sort of like matte green shades in it. So I'm going to do a very green look today, because I've not actually used these at all yet, so I want to find out if they actually work today. So I'm going to start with the yellow in this palette called Free Time. This one here. And I'm going to put that above the crease. I have to say that the yellow in this palette is really good. Like, look how vibrant and pigmented that is. I'm then going to use the lighter green shade called Physics, this one here. And that's going underneath the yellow. Again, that green shade is also really pigmented and vibrant. Very impressive. Now I'm going to use the darker green called Geography, this one here, and put that in the outer third. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the l.o.v concealer and I'm going to do a cut crease. Okay, so using the XX Revolution pigments now, I think I'm going to start with the shade Switch because it looks a little bit lighter. So let's just tap a bit of that into the lid. I'm just getting a little brush and I'm going to apply that in the inner part of the cut crease. That is pretty. So I'm going to use the shade Rush now. And I'm going to put that in the rest of the cut crease. Starting to think maybe I should put them the other way around. Alright, so that's both of the pigments applied. I mean, they're super pigmented, super vibrant. I really like them. I'm going to add a bit more of Geography, the dark green. in the outer third. Right, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing on the other eye of camera. Okay, we're back with both eyes done. I have to say I'm quite liking this look. Those pigments are really impressive. Definitely would recommend them. They have other colours as well, but I just went for the 2 green ones because green is my favourite colour. So I've still got the same 2 liquid liners from my last rotation Get Ready With Me. So I've got the Kiko Ultimate Pen Longwear Eyeliner and the You Can Be Precise Definer Liquid Eyeliner. I have to say, out of these, I definitely think I prefer the You Can Be one. I just find, I don't know, I find it easier to use. I find like sometimes the Kiko one, it can sort of, like it loses the pigment whilst you're using it, like it gets a bit dry. This You Can Be one is actually really good. I've also got a brown one, but the brown one literally looks the same as the black one. So I'm going to use this one and do a winged eyeliner. Might not even show up because these green shades are quite dark already. Okay, so for kohl eyeliner in the waterline, I've got the same 3 I had last time, which was the Kiko Intense Colour Long Lasting one, the L'Oreal the Liner Signature one, and the Fiera 12 Hour Glide On Gel Eyeliner. I've also now got the XX Revolution Exact Eyeliner. I think I'm going to use the Fiera one because I feel like this is the one that I've been using the least. So I'm just going to pop this on my top and bottom waterlines. Okay, so for mascaras, again, we've got the same ones we had last month, which is the You Can Be one, Fiera one, 2 Kiko ones, and the L'Oreal X Fiber one. So the only mascara we've gained is the l.o.v Sculpting Volume Mascara, which is this one here. So this is the Kiko and Measurable Length one, and look what happened to it. Look at this. I don't know what's happened, but like, it's like the product's exploded or something, and it's just like coated to death with product. I don't understand. How am I supposed to use that? I'm going to use the l.o.v mascara, I think, today. I'm actually really impressed with this. I've been using it a lot, and this is a really good mascara. I really like it. 100% would recommend buying it if you can. So I'm just going to apply this to my top lashes. Okay, so moving on to base, so foundation. So last time I had the Fiera Natural Look Velvet Matte Foundation, Kiko Unlimited Foundation, and the Rimmel Lasting Matte Foundation. And I now also have the XX Revolution, I think it's called the Foundation or something like that. It's the one with the black lid. So I used the Kiko one in my last video. I think I might give the Fiera one a go actually. So yeah, this is the Fiera Natural Look Liquid Foundation. This one's in the shade 101, and the colour is, it's not a good colour, let's just say that. It's so pink. Look at it. It's incredibly pink. So I think what I'm going to do is get a bit of white mixer and a little bit of yellow. So I've got like an LA Girl yellow mixer here, and we'll see what I can do. Okay, so we've got some sort of mix going on here. Okay, so back to concealer. I think I'm going to go for the XX Revolution one a go. I think I might just use it under my eyes though, because it is quite brightening. I'm still not really sure how I feel about this concealer. I think it's got really good coverage, but it is a little bit on the drying side, and it's quite like heavy. It also smells like kind of watermelon-y, which is weird because I've never had like base products like with really strong scents. I'm just going to use it under my eyes, I think. I'm going to use the l.o.v concealer again, and I'm just going to put a bit of that just on my nose and around my blemishes. Okay, so for setting powder, I think I'm going to use the I Heart Revolution baking powder actually. Yeah, I'll use that one all over. I have to say I do quite like this powder. I don't really have much to complain about with it, to be honest. It's got a nice finish. Doesn't separate under my eyes. The colour works fine. I actually don't think this is a bad powder. Like, it's not, like, I feel like I found ones that I like a little bit more, just because they're like a little bit more pore blurring, a little bit more like flawless looking. But this really isn't a bad one at all, because I'm very picky when it comes to powders. So I would recommend this one. Okay, so for bronzer, so last month we had the Fiera Sheer Matte Fixing Powder. It's the same as the same powder, but it's in a dark shade, golden beige. Kiko Cheskin Sunshine Radiant Bronzer in 01 Honey. The Revlon Skin Lights Bronzer. And now we also have the XX Revolution one, which is in the shade Demo. I'm not sure about this product, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I picked out the lighter shade. If there is a lighter one, I'd like to know. But I do find that it's a bit dark, but you know what, I'm gonna give it a go today. I have I feel like I can sort of make it work if I blend it out and stuff. I just feel like for the lighter shade it's quite dark. But you know what, let's give it a go. I mean, like, if I blend it out it kind of works, but meh, really. I've got 3 blushes. So from last month I've got the Kiko Silicon Notes Baked Blush in Panorama. Hello, we can say words. The 2 new ones I've got those. So I've got an l.o.v one, which is the Blushment Blurring the Blush in Beautiful Minds Empower Others. And then I've got the XX Revolution blush. This one's in the shade Risque. It looks like this. I think I'm going to go with the XX Revolution one and just pop that in the usual spots. So for highlighter, we've got the l.o.v Love Illusion Holographic Highlighter Palette, which looks like this. I've got the XX Revolution Highlighter in Echo, which looks like this. Then the older ones that I've got, so I've got the e.l.f. Glow Beam Palette, Fiera Duo, and the You Can Be Glow Kit. I think I'm going to use my XX Revolution one. This is actually a really nice highlighter, I really like it. The shade is like a sort of like goldy kind of colour, pale gold. So I'm just going to pop this on. Okay, so moving on to brows, I now have 4 gels. The L'Oreal Plump and Set Brow Artist from last month. I've got the XX Revolution Brow Gel. I've got the l.o.v Browtitude 2-in-1 Brow Tint and Fibre Gel. And I also brought this Dermacol eyebrow gel. It's just called the Dermacol Eyebrow Mascara. I've tried it once and I do not like it. It picks up so much product. I think I'm going to use the l.o.v one, which I'm actually quite liking. So I'm using the end that obviously has the brow gel on it. It's got a very small wand, which I like. A little bit of excess, but like a really small amount. So I'm just going to brush this through my brows. I actually quite like this gel. Okay, and for brow pencil, got the L'Oreal Skinny Definer Brow Artist, the Fiera Ultra Slim Brow Pencil, and the XX Revolution Micro Brow Pencil. I am actually really enjoying the XX Revolution one, so I'm going to use that one just to add a little bit more definition. Okay, so back to the eyes, gonna stick with the XX Revolution highlighter. Some that in the inner corner. Okay, so on the lower lash line, I'm going to go back to the yellow and put some of that underneath. And using the green Physics. Then using the dark green. And pushing that right up to the lash line. Okay, and using some more of the l.o.v mascara. Okay, so lips, we've not got any new additions here, same as last month. We've got 2 of the Kiko Velvet Passions, Revlon Super Lustrous Untold Stories, and the You Can Be, I think it's called the Velvet Crown lipstick or something. I used the Revlon one in my last video, which is annoying because it's the only one that I actually like. We're gonna give the You Can Be one a go, I think. When I last looked on their website and on Amazon, I couldn't see this anymore, so it might be discontinued. The shade is Smoked Salmon. Yeah, let's just use this. This might not work, but I'm going to take one of the Kiko ones. This is 327, it's like a pale pink shade. I'm going to try and layer a bit over the top. It's probably not going to work, because they're just too like shiny, they're too like slippery. It sort of worked. It's just not matte. I need matte. Might get a little bit of powder. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of powder on my finger. Just using the Kiko. No, I'm not using that. I'm gonna get a little bit of the Fiera pressed powder. Dab a bit over that. Okay, so I'm gonna sort my hair out. I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. So last thing, I've got setting spray. So I've got the XX Revolution Face Fix. This is pretty sure this is the moisturising one. Then I've got the Collection Primed and Ready Dewy Makeup Fixing Spray. I think I'm going to use the XX Revolution one today. Okay, so that's everything. This is the finished look, finished get ready with me with products in my rotation. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. I actually do really like this eye look. I'm really impressed with like the matte shades and that You Can Be palette. I feel like that yellow and that green are so vibrant. And the XX Revolution pigments are like really stunning. Like, yes. So yeah, very happy with how the eye look turned out. And it's very rare that I'm actually happy with how my eyeshadow turned out. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.